John King for the Sprawl post-fight at ACB 70 alongside Luke Barnatt. Tough night for you tonight, obviously fighting Scott Askham, didn't get the victory. Walk us through that fight.
Well, it just happens, just do not watch it. No, I'm joking. I really struggled to get my range. I couldn't quite, we expected him to come forward a lot more and try and look for takedowns or to clinch. It's more of his style. And we spoke to their corner afterwards. I think the game plan was to clinch, but he must have felt something in the fight, and he kept his distance. And I just found it hard to find him, to find where he was. I felt great, absolute fantastic warm up, fantastic training camp. No excuses. I got beat. I didn't. I thought I fought well. Started coming to life in the third round. Just took me a little bit of time to find my feet.
Yeah. You haven't fought on some big shows, the biggest in the world, the UFC. Did the atmosphere play a part in this fight at all tonight?
Not at all. I didn't feel that it did. We were chilled out back here with my team. This is my 33rd fight in total. So I've been in a lot of different situations, fought all over the world. Been the away guy before. I was obviously the away guy here. I expected the environment to be in Scott's favour, and it was, and it didn't affect the fight whatsoever. I think it helped Scott a lot more than I expected. I thought there'd be a lot of pressure for him, and he dealt with that pressure very well. But for me, it was just another day in the cage. I don't think it affected me. I just think it took me a while to get going.
Yeah. Obviously, prior to this fight, there was a lot of speculation about you winning this and moving back onto the UFC. Coming off a loss, what is next?
Well, keep going. I'm 29 years old. I'm young. I'm still learning every single day. I've got a long way to go. There's opportunity to go back to the UFC, but the UFC is not the be-all and end-all anymore. There's a lot of shows in this. ACB is doing amazing things for the sport, and it was only an option. I wasn't definitely going to go back there. If ACB had offered me the right contract, I definitely would have stayed here. So just get better. It's a journey for me, and I just got to keep improving. I feel like when I unlock that key to my striking, I'm going to be devastating, and it's there. I'm very, very close to getting it done. And the rest of my game, you don't see. I'm very well-rounded on the ground. You just never really see it because I don't get put there very often. And I'm a complete fighter. I have everything. I just need to, keep sharpening the tools and get back in there and do it again. So get away from this loss. It stings a lot, this one, because like I said, me and Scott wanted to fight for a long time, and getting beat is going to hurt me. It's going to hurt a lot, and getting over that will take some time. But I'll come back and I'll get the job done.
Yeah. You spoke post-fight about, in the cage, about not wanting to fight another Englishman. You wanted to grow the sport together as a country. Just talk a little bit about that.
Well, obviously I've moved now. I live in Spain.
Yeah.
And I represent Spain when I fight as well as I do England. Obviously I'm English. I'm 100% English, but I'm an expat over there. And me and Scott have had this discussion before plenty of times. When you're at this level that we're at now, there's no point in fighting another English guy. We want to grow the sport. I want to go out fighting international opponents. I want to be taking on the biggest names possible. Me and Scott were the biggest names in England, and we've had the history, so I think it was worth taking on that fight. But I prefer to go out and help England grow as a country in this sport. We have a lot of talent here, a lot of young talent coming up, and I'd like to be an example for those guys to go forward and to fight outside the country. You have that opportunity with ACB. They're going all over the world. Why do we need to fight each other? There's no need. The fan base tonight was fantastic for Scott. He's definitely always had that in his career. The environment was great, and the English fans need to get behind the fighters, because that's the only way this sport grows. You look at Conor and what he's achieved, and the only way he's achieved what he's achieved is with the fans. So if they can get behind every English fighter possible, then it's better for the sport.
Yeah. I feel you made an excellent point there, Luke. Commiserations. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thanks.